Hi Ethan, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine.
I don't know if you remember, I met you briefly at Trophy, but it was like super busy, so you
Oh,
probably didn't remember.
were you the one that interviewed me?
Yeah, I was the one who was like, oh, I just need like a 1 minute interview. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, so thanks for being willing to chat with me. So yeah, I'm Taryn and I work on the communications team at Skate Canada. So I do a lot of the like different like social media posts or also sometimes like articles on our website, just kind of like depends. Um, so for Asian Heritage Month in May, we just wanted to like highlight a bunch of different skaters throughout our community and like coaches and just different people. And I thought that it would be cool to kind of like talk to you, especially because you had like such a great season, and learn more kind of how you like got into skating. And yeah, our team's always trying to like learn more about different athletes, and kind of like their skating stories. So yeah, I just have a couple questions if you're willing to answer them.
mm-hmm.
Okay. So my first one, actually, would you mind if I also just record this call just so I don't miss anything? It
Yeah,
won't be posted anywhere. It's
no problem.
just so I don't have to take notes. Thank
Mm-hmm.
you. Okay. Um, okay, it looks like it's working. So my first question is just kind of how you got into skating, and maybe what like interests you in the sport, or like how old were you when you started, that kind of thing.
Mm, I think I actually don't remember, but I'm pretty
Okay.
sure it was in 2010 when I was watching the Vancouver Olympics,
Oh, cool.
and then and I think it was Patrick Chan I was watching,
Hmm.
and then I liked it, and then I told my parents I should do skating, and then they let me do skating. I think it was 3 years old when I
Oh,
did can
wow.
skate.
That's really cool. Yeah. It always, yeah, surprises me. I'm personally not a skater myself, so it always surprises me, or I guess it's cool how young people get started in skating. Um, that's really cool. And what kind of made you, or like at what age did you think you wanted to like go like the competitive route and like compete in figure skating?
Um, Not sure. I think I just like went with it. I just kept
Hmm.
going.
Yeah. So I guess my next question was kind of like if you had any role models or like inspirations, which I guess you kind of already touched upon, like Patrick Chan, but if there's anybody else that you kind of looked up to, like when you started skating.
Um, yeah, Patrick Chan is one of them because he just he's like really elegant on the ice, and I think I want to have his skating like skating skills that are like him, maybe even better. Like I also like Keegan Messing, very
Okay.
entertaining. Like he's a fan favorite.
Yeah, they both have very like unique styles of skating, and it's like so cool to watch them skate because yeah, their like technique is amazing.
Like they
Hmm.
have so much flow on the ice, and
Yeah.
also like obviously Nathan Chen because
Okay.
he I don't know, he's like just Olympic champion. So
Hmm.
I think he's pretty cool. But there was one oh yeah, Donovan from
Oh,
Mexico.
okay. Oh, okay.
Like
Cool.
he's also at my club, but he's like
Hmm.
he's very entertaining all the time, and he people really like him. So I want to be like him, where like people will like you, even if
Hmm.
maybe you're not like top 10 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely cool. Like specific skaters who like I feel like make the crowd like the audience like feel something, or like they're a fan favorite, even like you said, if they're not like in the top kind of 10 is always cool to watch, and they always like captivate the audience, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um so what has been like one of your kind of like favorite moments or even proudest moments since you've started skating?
Mm, probably when I'm like when I like get new jumps because
Hmm.
you're just like working so hard on it, and you just like fall so many times, and then when you land it for the first time, you're like, oh, like this is possible. I think I might be able to do this in the future. And then you do it more, and then you're able to do it more consistently. That's like pretty cool, especially when I like landed the double axel, because that's just really when you start getting up there. Like doubles, okay, I think like a lot of people can do that, but I think double axel is just when you start really progressing further, and then that's just where you start like being more conscious of yourself while skating.
That's really cool. And has there been any like challenges, whether it's been like on the ice or like balancing skating with like personal life, anything like that, that you kind of had to like overcome either this season or just recently? Whether it's technical or personal, whatever you feel like sharing.
You mean like just like challenges in general, right?
Yeah, like even if it was like you're saying, like just like working really hard to get a specific jump, or if it was like obviously like some people it's like, oh, balancing like school and practice and things like that. Just yeah.
Oh, I just find like learning new things like just in general really challenging for me, because I have like, it's like my short-term memory. I just pick up something really quickly, and then like my coach asks me to do it again, and I forget what I did or what I should be doing. And then that just makes like choreography is really hard for me. And also like a lot of times they like tell me to correct something. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And then I do the jump and I did not apply the correction at all because I forgot to do it.
Yeah, that's very fair. Do you find it's like you're just like very in the moment, so you're not kind of like thinking of those things, or it's just like you said, like short-term memory?
I think it's both. Like I forget it. I'm like, I have the forgetting ability, but I'm also focused on something else rather than trying to like remember to correct myself.
Yeah, that makes sense. So my next question is, who has kind of supported you through your skating career thus far? Yeah, whether it's family, coaches.
Definitely family, for sure. Like, they pay all the bills. Like, financially supporting as well. And then also, they're very, like, I just notice a lot of parents, they're really, like, into the sport as well. But some are just too much, some are, like, not enough. But they're, like, my parents are just, like, perfectly in the middle. Like, oh, like, this is cool, you're doing this. But, no, sorry, yeah, they're like that. And then my parents support me. And then obviously my coaches support me, because I think they have, like, they believe in me.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I understand what you're saying about your parents. Like, they're not too, like, intensely invested into it, but at the same time, they're still supportive of, like, your goals and you and skating. That's really cool. So my next question is kind of about just, like, this season, and obviously I was there at Trophy, and you had, like, such a great weekend there at Trophy, and then was when you went to Poland, was that your first international competition? Yeah, so I also was just kind of wanting to see your, like, how that experience was, your first international competition, and if you learned anything maybe from that competition.
Yeah, no, Poland was really cool, but like, main takeaway from it was I should take it more seriously.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, Poland was just, like, right after Trophy, and then I was like, oh, what a breeze, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna take this easy, like, and then I got there, I'm, like, having fun. I mean, it's like, I was telling myself, maybe this time, I'll just take it easy, I'll, like, experience it fully, and then maybe in the future, if I get assigned more international ones, I'll take it seriously and focus on the skating rather than the actual, like, oh, I'm in this place. And then, but, like, Poland was really cool, especially, like, the journey there. But I noticed, like, the traveling itself is really, like, it gasses you out.
Yeah, I can imagine with like even the time difference and just getting there. Like, did you have to like how early did you get there before you had to compete?
We arrived like Tuesday morning and we had to compete Friday, Saturday.
Okay, so I guess you had a little bit of time to adjust, but probably still difficult with like being on a flight
Mm.
and everything.
Like,
Mm.
I think we overslept, like me and Richard, we overslept the breakfast times like twice.
And were any of your other like people from like your club, did they or like your section, did they go as well? Because I know there was a lot of people from skate British Columbia that went to
Oh,
Poland.
yeah. Mm, from like Ontario?
Yeah, I can't remember if there was.
There was a lot of Ontario people.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
not
was it?
not people like close to me.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Was it like? Did you find that you like? Was it cool to like travel with like the other people and like kind of like? Did you meet new people or like make friends or did you kind of already know them? I guess.
Oh, like I did like a lot of the people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was not aware of them
Okay.
before, but then like I was there, I was like, oh, maybe I should like talk to them. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is like the week to do that. And then I think I made friends with them. Like
Mm-hmm.
I would say.
Yeah, that's fun. Um, and kind of going back to trophy, so you broke the Canadian men's record. Like, what was I remember? Like, I was actually like by the kiss and cry when you like found out and stuff, and you had like a really good. It was a good moment with like your coach. But what were you kind of like thinking or feeling in that moment?
Um, I was
I guess
like,
it was a while ago, so
yeah.
your memory.
I mean, I was just like really like stoked that I broke 100 points in the free program first. But then like I
Yeah.
saw my combined total, I was like, wait, I remember my dad was telling me the record was 151, and I saw I got 155, and I was like, oh, I think it's a Canadian record. And then they like announced it, and I was like, wow, this is really cool. And then I was like I was excited about that.
Hmm. Yeah, and the experience was probably cool even when you got to do like the interview when you had to put like the headset on and everything. That would have been a cool moment.
I think it was awkward for me and Ted Barton.
Yeah. Was your family there with you at Trophy, or were you
Mm,
just with your coach?
it was just me and my parents.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. That would probably was it fun to be able to like? Did you do anything to celebrate after with your family?
No, I think I left on that day. Like I went from the rink straight to the airport,
Okay.
and I had to go to school right from the airport, I think.
Oh no, that would have been a busy couple days.
And the first thing I did at school was present a project.
Oh, what was the project on?
I don't remember. It was the main thesis was like how the Bible contradicts itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What grade are you in?
11.
Oh, okay. So that was for religion class?
Yeah.
I remember those classes. I went to Catholic school, so
Hmm.
yeah. um, and I guess my other question is like if you, which is I kind of asked you this at Trophy, but just kind of if you have any like specific goals now that the season's like done, you've had your first international competition, and yeah, like what your goals are prepping for next season.
Mm, oh, I think I said this as well at Trophy, but I think I
Hmm.
really want to improve my skating skills.
Okay.
I just want to have like the flow. So like some people like when I'm doing like choreography, my coach is like showing me a move and I'm like, "Oh, that looks cool." And I'll try it. And then I wipe out on my face because oh, I'm wiggling on my feet so much. And then like
Mhm.
I need more like edging. I need more edge work.
Okay.
Mhm. And my body is
So
just yeah.
yeah, so you're gonna work on that this summer, I guess.
Yeah, we have like sessions just for
Nice.
edges.
Cool. And then I just have like two final questions. One is just, what is your favorite thing about the sport?
Mm. I like I like the artistry. Like a lot of sports, it's just a show of like strength or skill.
Mm-hmm.
But like I like how skating is like combining those two. Oh, like I'm strong. I can do like a huge jump, but some people can make it look better than some others because of like your artistry or like the way you connect with the audience or the music.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like most about the sport.
Yeah, that's really cool. I guess building off of that, are there like specific things that you do to kind of like have that emotion or like connect with the audience? Or like how do you, yeah, practice that, I guess?
Mm, I just like imagine myself, like picture myself in this like scenario, because like usually the music I skate to is from maybe like musicals or a movie itself, and then I'll watch the movie or some scenes of it, and then I'll think this is the vibe I want to show to people, or maybe I see it and I think I want to interpret this in my own way, and then maybe I'll like picture myself in their shoes, in the character I'm portraying shoes, and then I'll be
Okay.
like, here you go, this is my interpretation, please enjoy it.
That makes a lot of sense. Do you have uh, like, do you usually like have say in kind of like what music you pick or?
um, I do have a say, but I just let my coach do it because like she just knows me,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
sometimes like last year I was doing like choreography and I was doing some weird moves, and then she's like, oh, this is interesting, maybe next year you can do this thing or this thing because
Oh,
because
okay.
you look good doing whatever what I just showed you,
Mm-hmm.
like in your own way, and then like if it's the style of this, maybe this theme is your next solo, and then I'm like, okay, the theme, I like the theme, but I'm not good with music itself. And
Mm-hmm.
also like regarding some new like copyright things, I don't know what music is
Right, yeah.
allowed and what isn't.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that makes sense. So she kind of picks the music, but then you're able to do a little bit of your own research, watch the movie, and kind of get like the storyline.
Hmm.
That's really cool. So my last question is like, what would you say to, like you said, for example, like you started skating when you were like 3, like very young. What would you like say to somebody who was like questioning if they should like start skating, or like if somebody said like, why should I start skating?
Mm, yeah, like why should you start skating? It really, I mean, if you're interested, definitely start doing it. But
Mhm.
if someone's pressuring you, maybe it's all
Yeah,
yourself, you know, like
yeah, not pressuring.
are you interested yourself? Do you want to do it yourself? I mean, it's up to you because do you think you don't have to be good or bad, like as long as you enjoy it. That's like I enjoy skating. This is the main reason I stay skating. But like I know some people, there's too much pressure for them, and then like it's like negative impact on them rather than just, oh, it's like a fun stress unleash for them.
Hmm. Yeah, that happens. I feel like with a lot of different like athletes, like they usually start it maybe as something fun, and then yeah, sometimes the pressure ends up it's not a fun activity and it's like super stressful. Do you ever like have that kind of sense of feeling like it is stressful or having to deal with like the pressure?
For sure. Like without stress, there I don't think there can be like growth. Like you need
Mhm.
some downs to go back up. And
Yeah.
that's just what makes it satisfying. Like you have to have a challenge before you can actually become what you're become reaching your before you reach your goal.
Hmm. Yeah, and so when you are like hitting that kind of like lower like bottom kind of thing of like having that stress, like how do you get through that if you have any strategies?
Mm. I have not developed any strategies. Like I just go for it. Like
Okay.
I know like eventually I'll like if I keep going, it'll come back up, and
Mhm.
like if I keep working hard, because like if my confidence is like low, then I'll just won't have motivation to keep going. So it'll just stay low. But if I have confidence and if I like believe I'm able to like go back up, I think I'll be able to do it.
Yeah, that's a good mindset to have, and just know that, like you said, those low points are kind of necessary for then you to be able to like reach your goals. Yeah, that was like my final question. I don't know if you have anything else you wanted to add. My, like I said, like we're always just kind of like looking to like get to know like different skaters, like different levels across different sections more so. But I was thinking of doing maybe like a social media post, kind of just talking a little bit about like your season, and then like including some of the photos we have of you at Trophy. So I can send that to your dad if you want to kind of like see the final thing before it's posted. But yeah, hopefully you're okay with that. It would just be kind of like, yeah, highlighting your season, and maybe just a little bit about what we talked about today, just of like maybe your skating inspirations, something like that, something fun like that.
For sure.
Okay.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, for sure. So I'll send it to your dad, just so you guys can like look at it before. And thanks so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk to me.
Thank you.
Yeah, and maybe I'll see you at Trophy, or I'll see you somewhere else soon.
Hopefully.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a great day.
You too.